Let's talk about Inside. We had Reese, the other guy. He's not as good as... He's the weak link in the Inside Number 9. And I think he made me part of your little scam. The scam of the... He got very angry about people suggesting that Inside Number 9 should be a Number 9 bus.
Here we go.
Got very angry. But then, he said... I think he said, "You write it, cunt." Was his... But then it appeared that you had written one on a bus, and it looked amazing. I'm hoping you're still going to do it.
Well, hope away. No, what had happened was we were asked in interviews sometimes, do people come up and give you ideas for Inside Number 9? And we'd come up with this idea that, people give you a setting rather than an idea. Yeah. They say, well, what about a bus, Number 9 bus? There you go, do that. And then, what happens, cunt? And... So we talked about this, and then Reese mentioned it on your podcast, this podcast, and that was the last we thought of it. It wasn't a plant.
Okay.
And then we came up with the idea of we wanted to do an episode of Inside Number 9 that people wouldn't realise was an episode of Inside Number 9. Yeah. So it looked like another type of show. We landed on a game show, a quiz show. And we thought, wouldn't it be great if this quiz show just appeared in the schedules and people had no idea it was Inside Number 9 and until it got about 3/4 of the way through and it all went a bit weird. Now, the BBC wouldn't allow us to do that. They wouldn't have an exploding head appear at 6:30 in the afternoon without any warning whatsoever. So they said, you've got to do it as part of your series. So we thought, well, the only way of doing that is to kind of have a kind of camouflage, a fake episode that we hide the quiz show behind. And so we just went, it's got to be the bus one. The fans will love it. And the thing is, no one ever asked for a bus episode. That was just the example we gave. And so suddenly fans were like, oh, finally they're doing our episode. Our bus episode. You never wanted the bus episode in the first place. We started it. And so we took these photographs. We got Robin Asquith involved. Came over from Malta, where he lives, or Gozo, I should say. And we got an authentic 70s bus. We got all the costumes and everything. We even took, our second assistant director was there, and I said, will you please take some photos of us as if you're a fan taking photos from across the road? Yes. And I put it out on Twitter. One of my daughter's friends at university put it out on Twitter. So we shot some scenes, mock scenes for the trailer. So the trailer went out. Everyone was very excited about this bus episode, and then it was pulled at the last minute for 3x3.
Yeah, which was we got Lee Mack coming on as a guest in a couple of weeks, so we'll doubtless talk to him about it.
Great.
But he was terrific. I mean, it's the first episode that neither of you or Reese has been in, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Are you always in? You haven't always both been in all of them, but one of you's been in.
In the first series, I said, because I was really keen when it started. In fact, I think we talked about this the last time I was on, which was
a long time ago.
A long time ago. We were
episode 11.
Yes.
I think almost exactly 11 years ago.
Okay,
Inside Number 11.
I was worried. Sometimes people do these kind of shows and it's like, I'm playing a different character every week. Look at me. Look what different wig I've got. Look what different voice I can do. And it can be a little bit like a sort of vanity project.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it to be the Stephen Reese vanity project. I wanted it to be focused on the stories. So I said it'd be great if I wasn't in one and you weren't in one.
Yeah.
And we tried that, and the fans didn't like it. They said, we like it when you're in it together.
Yeah.
And we were, why are we not paying ourselves? It's our show. So from that point on, we've been in every episode. Yeah. So it's only series 1. I dipped out of one and Reese dipped out of one.
Okay, so that's interesting. And Lee was incredible. I mean, it did... I think, if anyone was tuned in, they might think, okay, it's called 3x3, there's a little clue, and, this is a bit weird for a new show just to be on instead of Inside Number 9. But it fooled quite a lot of people because Lee did a fantastic job of...
He was amazing. Yeah. So what we did is we got we'd written the script. We didn't know who the host was going to be, so we didn't know whose style to write it in. So it could have gone down the route of being quite a sort of Xander Armstrong-y, that kind of smooth. chappy, or it could have been quite a sarcastic comedian presenter. We weren't sure, but we'd written the structure of it, and we said to Lee, do what you want with it. You know, you've got to ask these questions, but you do it as you would want to do your own game show. Mm-hmm. And he was absolutely brilliant. And he said, right, well, the first thing is don't tell me anything about the contestants. I don't want to rehearse with them. He'd met them all backstage, but he didn't know anything that they were going to say.
Right.
And I did research chats, because I've done a few quiz shows, as have you.
Yes.
And we've never come up against each other.
Not yet.
Not yet.
House of Games, champion of champions.
Champion of champions. Are you champion of champions?
I'm a champion of champions, yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
They've asked me to do champion of champions. But then why would you put yourself in the position of walking away a loser if you're already a champion?
Because I was confident that I was.
Were you?
I'm confident I can do champion of champions. As long as Angela Barnes isn't on, I'm confident I can.
Okay. Champion of champions. Well, I'm not even champion of champions, so yeah. I'm not at your level. Anyway, so I knew in quiz shows they ring up and do a little research chat with the contestants beforehand. Yeah. And that's what I did with all the actors who came in playing the contestants. And I got some personal information that we might be able to use as part of their characters. And Lee just ran with it, and he made it his own. Absolutely.
Yeah. And were people genuinely fooled by it? You know, did it upset people?
Yeah, some people were. Yeah, I mean, there was a headline if you read the fucking Daily Mail online, whatever it's called. Viewers complain as contestant's head explodes in Lee Mack quiz show. That was a genuine headline. We were worried some poor old dear might sort of fall over and have a heart attack, but I don't believe that happened.
No.
No one was maimed or killed in the making of this show. Yes, some people did fall for it, and a lot of people really enjoyed playing the episode to friends, relatives, family, and saying, you know, oh, there's this new quiz show. Why don't we watch it tonight? It's on iPlayer, without telling them the context of it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the whole series was terrific. I have to say, I especially enjoyed the kind of gruesome final episode, which I think you don't want to discuss them too much because you don't want to spoil people who haven't seen it yet. But there are going to be. So I thought you'd finished with the last series. So I'm delighted to hear there are going to be some at least. A ninth series. A ninth
series. We just thought inside number 9. It's got to be 9 series, and then we'll bow out. So we're filming that at the end of this year and the beginning of next year.
Okay. And have you taken my idea that I gave to Reese of doing one actually inside a giant number 9, so you're all inside a number 9?
I can neither confirm nor deny that we've taken
because
that
I know you love to get suggestions. Now, that's my suggestion. I'd like to ask you, there's a lot of episodes. I would like to ask you, what do you consider to be the most median average episode? What would you put right in the middle of all the episodes you've done?
Right in the middle?
Yeah, right in the middle.
Well,
wasn't the greatest one, but it wasn't one of the shitty ones. It was all right. Which one was that?
Well, I think even the median one would be really good.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I
think when we get right down to the tail, there's a few that are just dog shit, but definitely in the middle, they're all very good.
Now, listen, I'm assuming Reese won't listen to this because I have actually ranked. I've spent some time this week ranking, and so I do have.
Yep.
Out of 49, so can you tell me, Mr. Champion of Champions, what number I should be looking for?
I guess we're looking at about 20, right? 21? 21.
How has he fucking won Champion of Champions?
Out of 40?
20?
40. Oh, 40 how many?
49 so
49,
far.
I thought you said 40. Yeah, 24, 25.
49 so far. So, 10.
I'm ill.
20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow, it's...
Kidnap.
Okay.
Kidnap was an episode in Series 6. Really good. It's all split screen. Danny Mays is in it.
Oh, yes,
Daisy Haggard's in it.
Wow, that's the one in the middle. That's a great one.
Yeah, that's in my middle, though. Yeah. Obviously, the ones at the top are the ones where I'm playing all the main characters. Yeah. They're all my ideas. And the ones at the bottom are...
Well, I wasn't going to ask you which was...
my ideas.
I wasn't going to ask you, but now you've got the list. You've got to tell us top and bottom as well now. Now there's a list there.
Well, no, you're going to get me in trouble because the top is the 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah, that's my least favourite. Well, that's my bottom.
That's your bottom?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it was with that one, and Reese and I are not in that episode very much, and that's why Reese hates it, or pretends to hate it. He doesn't really hate it, but it was not so much the writing of it, it's not that funny.
No.
So I can see why you might not like it. But the reaction we got when it went out, we got letters from people saying it had really helped them come to terms with a loss they'd had. And it just really moved me and touched me what a connection that episode had made. So, yeah, I've put that top for that reason.
Yeah, it's a good episode. I'm being only slightly facetious. But, they are. I think they are great when you're in them, but they are all good. They are all... I'm trying to think of a bad one.
Go on.
I didn't really like the Teatro dell'Arte one.
Did you not?
No, I didn't really like that one.
Wuthering Heist. You've got gasps from this audience. Gasps. Thank you. Did you not even like the kind of the puns that my doctor character says when he says, we went away together, Chicago, no, she was in first class. That type of thing.
No, I'm laughing at it now, but no, I didn't like it.
Well, you're wrong, Richard. Do you want me to tell you where that comes in my list?
Let's put that.
It's 14th.
Okay.
So that's pretty good. No, I love that one. And what that one was all about really was, Inside Number 9, it's meant to be surprising. It's meant to shock you. And then we do so many episodes where someone's a ghost and someone's dead and you thought they were dead, but they're not dead. And then you go, right, what have we not done? What's going to really surprise people?
True.
And so we thought, let's dig into a bit of Commedia dell'arte.
Yeah, you're right. They're all good. And it is, when we watched the Twilight Zone, like from start to finish, pretty much. I think we didn't quite get through every single one, but we bought all the box sets, so it's still DVD time.
Yeah.
And those they basically fall into three categories. It's either an alien or a ghost or the devil, and that's basically the twist in everyone. And they're still really good, but there is a lot more variety and surprise. It has to be said.